That's good. Okay, we're live. All right.
Hello.
Live.
We're
He
live.
should be here any minute.
Or should I
In a
say,
minute.
we're live. How are you?
And we are. Yeah.
Mark, the person we were
Don't do that again. Don't do that.
Mark, the person we were discussing is online right now.
Okay.
So hopefully that'll work out.
We're live.
Okay.
We are live.
We are. We are. And I'm
I
going
found
to
these
be
new
on...
drinks today.
Yeah.
Yesterday and today. I had bought this body armor. It's pretty good. It's got coconut water in it.
Is that an energy drink?
No, it's
No?
just
Okay.
a hydration drink.
Read his comments.
one's- Blueberry and pomegranate.
Yeah, Derek, we have that effect sometimes. Oh man. Okay. Well, still not hearing anything from Max, but he'll be here when he gets here. Oh man.
One day, one week.
Yeah, I'll be on vacation next week. So if you decide you want to do the show, let me know. We'll work out stuff. There he is. Okay. I see you back there. I'm going to leave you back here until we
we'll
start
be
the
running
show.
the asylum.
Yeah. Okay, I see you back there. I'll
Just
bring
take
you
a
on
drink.
after the intro, okay? I'll bring you on after the intro. Was hoping to get the sound check before, but we'll just go with it. It'll be good. It'll be good.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
I mean, it's early there. Very early there.
Very early.
Yeah. He's got toothpicks holding his eyelids open.
Hope he's got some coffee.
Yeah. High power caffeine.
Yeah.
Gotta do this.
Some high tests.
There we go. Caffeinated. Now, how does he know who's sitting back there? Oh, I guess I gave it away. Okay. Okay, so we're going to have a wonderful first hour and a pretty damn good second hour.
Mm-hmm.
We're loaded for bear.
Sounds good.
Yep. We'll have some fun for a change.
Roman Reigns.
Fun
Not that last week wasn't fun, but
fun is always good.
it didn't have the intended consequences. The intended effect. All right, yeah. This will be fun. This will be fun.
How's that lighting look? That looks good.
Look very eerie.
Okay.
No, you look fine. You're fine. You guys, I didn't tell you. I told Richard, check out the background. Not mine, but the overall background.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, Kevin made that for me.
Yeah, I like that.
We are truly
The Earth is
spanning
now-
the globe.
We
Well,
are
the Earth is
spanning
turning.
the globe. Yes, we are.
The globe is actually turning now. So
We're just spanning, man.
yeah, that's it. That's it. Max just sitting back there smiling, going, "Bring me on, guys! Bring me on." We got you. We got you. Oh, I can't remember who the intro is this week. Oh, I know who it is, but I'm gonna spoil it.
I think I know who it is. Well, I know it wasn't me because I was last week.
Yeah, it was a person after you, and it's not one of any of you guys. So
Okay.
or me.
Yay!
Not it. Not it.
I'm still trying to make it on the closing credits.
Wait,
I'll see if I can
put the
fix
band-
that. I'll see if I can fix that
I'm
for
just
you.
saying.
Who's that one?
I've been on the show for almost 2 years. I'm still not on the
I
closing
know.
credits.
You need to renegotiate your contract.
Richard, when you did that, you sound like special ed. Yay!
Hey!
I was just gonna say that.
Do
Yeah, be
that.
careful.
Don't do that.
That got me in trouble.
Don't.
Okay,
Yeah, they
just
got me
a
in
character
trouble.
on TV.
Hey, just disclaimer. There was a show.
It was a TV show.
Yeah.
What
We're
was
going
it? What was
live.
the show
Yay,
called?
we're going
Yay!
Frank Andrews or something like
He
that.
liked to celebrate.
Yay!
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all.
Ben Walker did not have nothing to do with that.
And it's all your fault.
It's my fault anyway.
I was reading his mind. It's all his fault.
I'm CS's best friend according to some people. I'm not talking about Carmine Xavier. I'm talking about the belt maker.
Oh yeah.
It's not my fault.
Okay.
It's not.
I'll make sure I address him correctly on this belt deal. Okay.
What was it called? Crank Yankers or something like that, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All righty, let's go.
Hey, this is the franchise Shane Douglas, ECW World Heavyweight Champion, and you're watching Spanning the Globe. Well, hopping. Okay. All right. Well, good evening, everybody. It is time to go spanning the globe. It's Thursday night. Thank you for joining us tonight. My name is Mark Meckert. I'm your host for the evening for the next 2 hours. Thank you for sharing your 2 hours with us every Thursday night. This show is sponsored by Mark Leather Championship Belt Leathering, by Ashley Southern Designs, and by Unique Championship Belts. I want to give a special shout out to Kevin Davenport and the Double Dropkick Podcast. He's on every Saturday night. Be sure you check him out on the Double Dropkick channel on YouTube and on Twitter or X now, Truth Social. What's the other one? Is it Twitch?
Twitch.
Yeah,
Yes.
Twitch. Okay. All right. And also on in the Wide World of Belts Facebook page, I believe it is. So be sure you give him a check out. I can't remember what his guest is going to be this week, but it'll be worth it. And if you're watching us on YouTube, you can thank the Brothers of Kayfabe podcast for their partnership in sharing the StreamYard subscription with us. Makes it more affordable for us to bring you this content on multiple formats. So I'm not going to go ahead and greet our viewers like we normally do because we have a special guest tonight. I'm going to go ahead and bring him on, and I'll just put the comments up.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Max Mughalz from Max Wrestling Belts. Good evening.
Hey, Max.
What's up, bro?
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey guys, what's up?
Not much.
What's going
Oh,
on?
can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Fine.
Hear you fine.
Hey,
Hear you
great
fine.
to have you on here, Max.
Okay,
Yes.
that's good.
Been wanting to
How's
have you on
everybody
for quite a
doing?
while. We're doing good.
Doing good.
Good, man. Good.
I'm going on vacation Saturday, so looking forward to that.
Max, do you have your coffee at 5 in the morning?
Oh yeah, I had tea.
Okay. Well, that's caffeine. That's caffeine.
That's caffeine, whatever works.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much for getting up so early to join us. We talked
Yep.
about this yesterday.
It's an honor, brother. It's an honor.
Well, it's an honor for us to have you on. Thank you so much for joining us. We do want to give a special shout out to Noor over in Malaysia. Thank you, Noor.
Nor, what's going on,
How
bud?
you doing, buddy?
So, Max, you've been on Double Drop Kick. Kevin's talked to you about some of your projects you've had going on, and you've had some stuff since then, I believe. And you sent me some pictures.
Yeah, brother.
Okay.
I send you some pictures.
Okay. You want to tell us a little bit about what you've been doing here lately and what you got coming up?
Yeah, I've been like working on most of the custom belts because I'm like trying to not make more replicas. If I do, like, you know, they're like under the, you know, what do you call it, under the sheet.
Mm-hmm.
So, because the other companies that I work with, they're like, you know, they're into that. So I'm working on like all the custom, like right now, like the custom straps, custom plates, like that's what's going on. And I have like some Karate Combat belts coming up that's have the lights in them. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a busy next month.
You had that Las Vegas belt that lights up. That was for WrestleMania, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. I,
That was awesome. Very unique.
yeah. Thanks, bro.
I don't have the picture of it, but I wish I gotten that picture. But try and get these pictures to come up. I'm sorry. Keep talking. I'm sorry. I'm having technical difficulties here. Richard, you gonna do the? If you want to do the comments, I'll try to get these pictures to come up.
Okay.
And these may not be necessarily in order. I tried to get them in order, but you showed me some of your in process pictures. There we go.
What's up, Jim Mills? What's going on, bud?
So with that, Max, you're expanding yourself into doing more customs, which is a great thing because you're not restricting yourself to doing just the typical regular NWA TVs and US titles and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, brother.
And it shows your talent too. If you're able to expand yourself out to show that you're not just the normal maker. You're not. I've always said that about you.
I
You're
appreciate
different. You're different from all these other makers. And no, I'm not kissing his ass, so don't think that. It's just Max has always stood out and has always gone against the grain as far as being different.
No diddy.
Being different from all the other makers, man. We appreciate that, man. You've always shown that you've been able to expand yourself out.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. It means a lot. I always try to be, different because everybody's doing the same thing. So why not do something different?
Exactly.
Maybe they're scared to do something different.
That is incredible. Look at that tooling.
That's very unique tooling.
That's
very.
That's
yeah.
That's
That's what I did for the karate combat. That was the most hardest strap I ever done.
I bet.
So now I have four more of these. So let's see.
Wow.
Now you laser cut your straps, right?
Yeah.
But you actually hand tool them.
Yes.
Okay, two separate processes.
I just laser mark them so I know my exact lines where I'm gonna work on with my hand.
Yeah, well, look at that detail.
So all this beveling that you're looking at, it's like already a little marking on there, so make it more precise.
Wow.
Incredible work.
I've did this before, Max. Like you as a maker, you stand out more than the others because you're not just only a maker, you're a fan of wrestling and you're part of the hobby.
Yeah, bro.
You stand out. It makes you stand out, man.
This is a belt hanger, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a belt
collector
hanger.
first. He's a collector first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been collecting from 2012.
Wow.
I got my
Long
first
man.
action figure in 2012. Chris Jericho with a Titantron, like a T6000 something.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
And you're not just a collector. You're also a wrestling fan.
Oh yeah, and I'm a wrestler too. I used to wrestle, and now it's time again, I guess.
Yep.
You used to wrestle. You
and you got a lot of slashes and. Go ahead, Max. I'm sorry.
Oh.
There you go. There's the finished product.
Wow, that's gorgeous.
Oh wow.
You the man, Max.
Now is that a particular logo on that snap box?
Yeah, that's the Karate Combat logo.
Okay.
In the middle.
Very nice. Very nice. What kind of tooling is that in the snap box around that logo? What do you call that?
Oh man, I don't know. In the English, maybe it's some like those bass texture.
Basket weave.
Yeah, it's like that. They have like 3 styles in them. It's one of those.
Okay. Is that a Tandy stamp?
Wow.
Oh yeah, it's a Tandy.
Okay. You use Tandy tools. Okay.
Oh yeah, I use Tandy tools. They're good.
Here's your,
you can find a lot of stuff over there. You never know what you're gonna. It's like, the eBay for the leather makers.
Yeah. Yeah. There's your big gold. strapping process.
Guys, I'll put your comments up. I just don't want to cover Max's face while he's on the screen.
That's the one I'm working on, the UFC.
Okay.
Yeah, the UFC replica.
Right
On the
here.
demand of some of my, guys in the,
There we go.
close to me, they wanted it. So it's a 12 millimeter, but it's like a budget version. Like it's not gonna cost you like too much. It's 12 millimeter, and it's like simulated layers, how AEW replicas are done. So it's coming with the real gold and cubic zirconias and everything. The art is pretty much good.
What's up, Kevin O'Keefe?
Really, really like budget.
Iron Bull, what's going on, man?
And you got the I guess there's going to be a logo plate there. You've better tooling around for it.
Yeah, brother. I try to aim as how Dave Milliken did it because he did some of the straps. So.
And that's looks like a traditional snap box tooling there.
Yeah.
A bit more traditional. Yeah. Already cut.
That's like
for
the one that's used in the spinner and the
Yeah.
network logos.
And it looks like it's cut for a belt tip.
Yeah.
So it's got now, is that belt tip going to have the same logo?
Exactly. It has the UFC simulated stats right in there.
Cool.
I think there's probably a picture over there. Like I send you some.
Okay. That's back to the big gold there, I think, isn't it? Yeah, these pictures aren't necessarily in order. I tried to get them in order, but some of them got a little bit out.
Yeah, these are that big gold. That's the one that I made for Tyler Dove.
Oh, okay.
HD.
Ooh.
And his pretty face will be up here in a minute with his belt. There's another.
Oh no, you're gonna break the internet. You show him.
Yep. Smoking skull. Oh, by the way,
Some call him the PP of TikTok.
Yeah. I've got a belt hanger just like this because I got one of your smoking skulls, and that may be mine. I don't know, unless you made another one.
Yeah, it's a double shade
There
one.
he is.
Oh, here.
There it is.
There he is.
Say
the
his
man.
name, brother.
Yeah.
Tyler, that
Say
needs
his
to
name,
be
he
your dating
appears.
profile.
Tyler's the man. He's the man.
Say his name and he appears.
I can just see that as his dating profile. Hey, ladies, want to run with the champ?
Would you like a shot at the title? Now you actually do a cast mold of that belt, right?
Huh?
You do a cast mold of that big gold?
No, it's the HD.
It's HD. Okay.
HD acid etched. Yeah, automated acid etched.
Okay. I thought it was cast, but it's still beautiful either way.
No, it's
Yeah.
a 2D one. It's a 2D.
Oh, 2D one. Okay.
What's going on,
There's
Scott?
a bit more of the plates in process there.
That is sweet.
That gold is
Yeah, I have
beautiful.
like 2 sets right now in stock. So just gonna have to add some grapplers and some gems, and
That is so
they're
clean.
up to go.
Yeah.
So,
Very
so
clean.
clean.
That's HD acid etched.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Do you do any kind of hand carving on that? Is that all etching?
Yeah, it's hand textured.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And that takes a lot of work and a lot of patience. I know. I've seen videos of that.
Sure does.
Yeah, it takes a long time, bro.
I bet it does. Now, do you do all of the etching yourself, or do you have people in your shop that do this work for you?
No, I have like almost everything in house other than the gold plating. That's the only thing that I don't have right now in house, but everything else is in house.
And do
That's
you do
why
all the
you
hand
will
tech-
not see my artworks out there on other belts, or
Mhm.
that's the reason.
But
They're
you do
not
all the
available
hand
in the
texture
market.
yourself. All the
Oh
labeling
yes,
you do yourself.
I do it myself. Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot of work for one guy. Very impressive.
I used to use a guy for that, but he ended up, becoming one of those. So
Okay.
I learned it
what
myself.
We know what you're talking about. Did you have him sign a non-compete clause? So all this work on this belt, except for the plating, is done by yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow,
Beautiful. Just beautiful. Look at that.
it is. Yeah. Very, very impressive. There's a finished product, which you may see on TikTok just any day.
He's the
Well,
prince
you
of
never know, man.
TikTok.
Yep.
He's the yeah.
Yeah. There's your grapplers that were attached after the plate was completed.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a different one. That's the one that I like got it fully accurate. It has
okay.
wrestlers already like etched inside.
Oh, they're etched in there. Okay. Okay. And you texture
What's up,
around
Yeah,
it.
that's
Jason?
how it was
Yeah.
on the real belt.
Okay. I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? What did you
Me
say?
or
Yeah.
Richard?
No, you, Max.
Oh, I was saying that that's how it was accurate on the TV.
Okay.
Grapplers are etched inside the plate.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Is that the same one? Is there a third one you're working on there?
Yeah, that's the one that you showed first. I know the pictures are not in order because
Yeah.
yeah, crazy iPhones. I don't know how what's.
That gold is just absolutely gorgeous. It looks like gold. It doesn't look like yellow. It just looks like gold.
Bro, I always use like 24 karat gold plating. No
Okay.
fake stuff. Because it's not worth it.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's very nice and shiny. And now your gold, your plating, do you put clear coat on that? Or is that just
No.
okay? Because I know that some makers do that, some don't.
Oh, they do it because they have the fake gold on it, not the real one. Because
Okay.
24 karat gold plating don't need any clear coat on it.
Right. Right. Another view of Tyler's belt. Just beautiful. I mean, look at that detail.
Yeah,
And
that
the
etch is
etching's-
nice.
It's not just detailed, it's deep. Nice deep etching.
Mm-hmm.
Crisp.
I
Very
even
clean.
like the curve in the plate too,
Oh yeah.
in the main
I like
plate.
the. Was that a bird next to Tyler's name on the nameplate?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a dove.
A dove,
It's a
man.
brother
A
dove.
Hey,
dove.
that I've never seen that before, Max. That's really neat.
This is what it looks like when doves cry.
Okay, Prince.
Oh, I have to show a party like it's 1999.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. And this is you doing some is this paint on your
Oh.
leather?
Yeah, it's like I had to make some strips. So I hand tooled it to make it a little flatter where I can like put some paint on it. So it's for the Karate Combat one.
Okay.
So it was really hard leather, bro, that I ever did. So
It looks very intricate. Very intricate.
it takes a lot. It takes a long time.
I don't doubt that at all. And this is this a custom?
Yeah, that's a custom.
Okay.
That's
Pro
pretty cool.
wrestling. I can't read that.
Did they say Pro Wrestling Adventures?
Adrenal. I don't know how you
Adrenaline.
pronounce that.
Adrenaline. Okay.
Adrenaline. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, some of the AEW wrestlers, they were having a tournament, so they got that.
Ah, okay.
Oh, cool.
Is this also 24 karat gold plated?
Absolutely, brother. It's a CNC made with all the texture done by CNC itself, the 3D texture.
That nugget texture is CNC?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, you got your name etched in there,
You got his
brother.
name on there
Champion
too.
banner.
Good for you.
Yeah, now when I'm designing a belt, like that's like for a company or something, and it's totally my design, and so I put my name there, you know.
There you go. Put your name on it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Work for Reggie Parks.
Something to be proud of.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's your work.
Little CNC work there.
Yeah, that's how we make the CNC simulation,
Oh, it's a
how the
simulator.
plate's gonna look, you know.
Oh, so you can see what it looks like before it even starts cutting.
Yeah,
It's state of the art.
That's
the hardest part to do. That's the hardest, make the simulation of it, because you had to work on every single, piece that you see in there.
Wow, that's
Right.
gorgeous.
I
The
like the
side plate.
texture on them.
Love those side
Oh.
plates too.
I like the coin in between the main
Yeah.
plate and side plates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
This
and
is
did
your
you
design.
see how the texture inside? It has a little different shade of gold.
Oh yeah, it kind of makes it look dual plated.
Yeah,
Wow, very nice. I love the coin in between the side plates and the main plate. Very nice touch.
I like it too.
Unique design.
Kurt Cole wants the price on.
You're cutting out there, Richard. What'd you say?
price
Kurt
price
Cole
on
wants to know
like
the price on the belt.
which one?
Make a
Which
copy.
belt?
This one?
This one.
Yeah. What do you?
Yeah, the one on the screen.
All right, this one.
Yeah.
550. It's a double layer 3D CNC. So it's
Ah.
550. Comes with the upgrade leather
Okay. That's
and
a good
a
deal.
and a belt tip. 24 karat gold plated snaps.
Sounds like a
Sealed
good
up
deal.
edges. What else you can get better?
Yeah, absolutely. That is a beautiful design.
Sure is.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, wrestling
That's
adrenaline.
one of a kind, man.
With your name etched on the plate. So
Mm-hmm.
I like this belt.
Yeah,
If
that's
you're a
one of
Road
my
Warrior fan,
tribute. That's one of my tribute series. The Road Warriors one.
It's got both Crockett cups on there too.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was looking at the spikes for the grommets.
Mm-hmm.
Legion of Doom. What's it say on those?
The greatest tag team of all time.
The best of all time. Okay, yeah. Here's the side plates.
Nice.
And those spikes look like you can kill somebody with it.
Yeah.
I
like
grew
this
up
one.
watching those. So I love it, man. They were so like their
the
style,
best.
their
They were the best,
entrance, and it was so
They were the best.
good.
They were the best, weren't they, Max?
Yes, sir.
My favorite tag team.
What's been your favorite belt design, man? That you've done, especially over a lot of the work you've done over at least the last 3 or 4 years. You've done quite a few customs. Is there any one that specifically stand out, like this Road Warrior belt or
The Macho Man belt.
the Macho Man belt?
That was awesome.
Yeah,
That was awesome.
because there was nothing like that. There's not, with the tassels and everything.
And I've seen people try to copy it, but no, don't even come
Yeah.
close to Max at all.
You
Max
show
is the best.
character with that and creativity with that belt, because I don't think there's been any other maker that even has attempted a design like that.
No.
I
Yeah,
agree.
brother,
I
exactly.
agree.
And you even have spikes in the snap box that says snaps.
Right. The Eddie belt, this Road Warrior belt. You don't see many makers take a leap or take a chance on something like this.
Mm-hmm.
No,
You've taken a challenge on that, man.
Yeah, and I love this backing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that backing's unreal.
Now, is that custom backing, or did you order that in, or what?
Oh, I always have a custom backing on my tribute series. Every belt has their own themed team snap box and themed like backing.
Do you order that out, or do you make that yourself?
Oh, I get it out on my leather.
Okay. Very, very nice.
That is cool,
That is.
especially for a custom that is really.
I don't know if you can zoom in. It's like really clear. You can actually see everybody right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
got Paul Ellering on there too.
Absolutely.
I like that. That's
Let's
nice.
take one a little bit closer. Yeah. The detail is just incredible. Everything about this belt has great detail. When you put a custom backing on like that, that's just icing on the cake.
Bro, I count every time in the belt.
I challenge any other maker to do stuff like this,
Mm-hmm.
and I put it against.
Oh wow, look at
Oh, I
that.
should have put a viewer alert. Sorry.
For what? It's custom
Yeah.
belt.
Yeah, I know. But
No
some
matter
people
what
get
you think.
triggered. Some people
Look.
get triggered.
I know it's just ridiculous.
Wow, that's nice. I like that.
I love the red, white,
Yeah,
blue flag theme
my
strap.
one of my old customers, he wanted to, make me a belt. So I was like, okay. So I had a free hand to make it how I want to try to make it. So there is it's 3D,
And
a
you got,
lot of 3D aspects in there, and a lot of gems.
I like the gold stars on the center
Yeah,
sides
right
of
here,
the center
here.
plate.
Yeah,
Now, this painting
thanks,
on the
bro.
strap had to have been quite time consuming.
Oh, okay. Actually, what happened first, I tried to do it with my hand, but
Huh.
I'm not really good when it comes to that thing. So I got it printed then.
Yeah, I
But what
like
I did, I
twisting.
hand tooled it. I got it printed like on a white sheet this time,
Mhm.
trying to see how it comes up more. So I hand tooled it and it was perfect. You can see it's like hand tooled and everything is like,
Yeah, I see that.
Nice.
Very patriotic theme. I love the American flag. I just love the American flag.
Yeah, I do too. Just in time for the 4th of July.
Yeah, or different
Oh,
angle.
wow,
Look
look
at
at
red,
that.
Wow.
red backing. Red backing.
Nice.
I love the stars stamped into the leather.
Yeah.
See how that
Yeah, it
all
makes
comes
it stand
together.
out a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the red, white, and
that's
or the red, clear, and blue stones around the main plate. Or all the plates. I
Max.
guess.
That main part is 3D, right?
yeah, the 3D, like the main plate. I made the exact face of Mr. Preston. So I had to make it in like 16 millimeters. So I was like, all right, I had
Wow.
something to
Wow.
16. So,
That's a heavy belt.
Mm-hmm.
bro, when a customer comes to me, like he want a custom belt, and we start making it, and sometimes it's like I get to a point where I'm like, oh man, I should add this here, but I don't know if the customer is gonna agree on increasing the budget. So
I
I
like that.
sometimes just do it from my own. I'm like, at least make something good.
Yeah. It's interesting on this outer side plate here. You got the I guess that's the all the states where he won.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
red, yeah.
brother.
And I'm not saying that to be political or anything like that, but the detail. I'm talking about the detail. A lot of thought was put into this belt.
Yeah, just the detail he goes in with his customs in general. Every detail is just immaculate, and he nails every detail of the belt. I mean, look at the stars outside on the side of the strap, the gold stars.
Mm-hmm.
That gives us a special touch too.
Yep.
And then the red backing complements, the front of the belt as well.
Every side plate is different. They're not. I mean,
I
they're not
can't put that
like
up
most
there.
side plates. Most side plates are identical on each side of the belt, but every side plate has a different theme to it.
Bro, sometimes I get run out of plates with the ideas that I have. So
Yeah.
Yeah, Max is a good guy. We're still in process of my artwork, so we haven't really
yeah, I
nailed
hope
it
that's
down.
gonna be final now because it's almost what we both were looking.
And then we have this beauty,
Like I said,
which looks like
wow,
a
Yeah,
custom.
look at that eagle.
Yeah, bro, that's for SPW, Saudi Pro Wrestling. These are the guys who are like working like backstage with WWE. Whenever they come over there in Saudi Arabia, they manage all the stuff. Even the people that brought out those big ass belts, what was the name? The crown jewel belts. Those were those guys, the SPW guys.
Wow.
So yeah, I hope they hook me up with the front rows of the Royal Rumble.
Wow. That belt is
Is that
nice.
like ancient hieroglyphics on the side plates?
Yeah,
On the
bro,
back?
it's like I gave it like a Egyptian, Saudi, like Arabic theme.
Yeah.
Look at the feathers on the wings.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that, Max. That's really neat.
Look at those hieroglyphics. I guess is what you call that.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like from ancient Egypt.
I added them in the snap box too.
Wow.
I don't know if you have a picture.
Let me
I
see.
added those same in the snap box too.
I don't have it. You can send me a picture of the Snapbox.
Yeah.
Now, is that eagle a separate piece, or is it?
Yeah,
Or
it's
the,
a separate piece.
Okay.
It's a separate piece. Only the eagle took like 5 days on the machine.
Oh wow. Look at the detail on that wing. Wings.
That's incredible.
SPW. Now, what does SPW stand for? Which Marsh is
Saudi
this?
Pro Wrestling.
Saudi Pros. Okay, so this is a Middle
Yeah.
Eastern build. Okay. Okay. I love those hieroglyphics. That's just very.
I like the
thing.
shape of the plates also, as well as the the etching in the middle. What kind of writing is that, Max? Or is that just
That's
designs?
Yeah, it's some of those, things that are written on the pyramids, and we also have some Arabic things like that. So that's just in the Arabic version of those.
Now, is
I
this
like that.
is this coin up here like Saudi Arabia? Is that what that is? In that
Yeah,
shape?
that's the map. That's the map.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
that's what I thought. Yeah, I don't have a picture of the snap box.
I even
That's
had a
very-
little eagle like that on the belt tip. I don't know if I sent the picture or not, but
I don't think you did.
yeah, I have like so many pictures in my
No,
phone. Every
that's-
time a customer
that's-
comes and he's like, "Bro, do you have this belt?" I'm like, "Oh shit, I have the pictures now in my phone."
You blew up my phone last night with all the pictures you sent me. I said we only have an
No,
hour, man.
I really like the etching around the plates on the side plates. Is that one?
Oh yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how the groove goes around the side plates?
This plate's
I like
really huge. The main plate is like really huge. It's 14 inches tall.
Oh wow.
Wow. Bet it's heavy too.
So
I bet it is too.
Yeah, it's pretty heavy, bro. It was like 17 pounds when I
hey,
shipped it.
actually,
Wow.
Now that
Ryan.
those plates are not hollow, right? They're solid.
No, solid.
Yeah, that's why they're so heavy. Bill Ashley, hello, Rylan. Now we come to this beauty,
Demolition.
demolition. Yep.
That's the Demolition Tribute Championship belt.
nice.
It's got the spikes on it as well.
Man, I was cooking when that idea came, like having their ring attire on the main plate. Like
Yeah.
I was cooking, and God just sent me that idea, and like, okay, that's gonna be cool.
It's very
I
appropriate.
I like rivets along the edge of the
Mhm.
the belt at the top and the bottom.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Wow.
Rivets all the way around. I mean, your artistry is just amazing. You put a lot of
Thank you,
thought
bro.
into
I really
into
appreciate it, bro.
putting these things together. So
Mhm.
you don't just throw it together. You put a lot of thought into every aspect of the belt, from the strap to the plates.
Antonio, you were thinking what I was thinking.
That's got a white backing on it.
Oh, it's I call it the Terminator. What's the T8000?
Oh.
That backing. It's like really
Oh, there it
but
is.
it's like it's really
Oh,
shiny,
the liquid
but
guy.
not too much.
It's like mercury. Like mercury.
Yeah, that's the word. Sorry,
Okay.
man. I speak like 4 languages, so sometimes I forget the words.
Well, that's okay. I got you. Yeah. That's got to be hard to find, that kind of backing.
And with that belt, the Demolition, they saw that belt and they hit me up and they got like mini versions of this belt to sell on their
Oh.
tables.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
so you did
Nice.
mass
I
production.
thought they were they're gonna message me and be like, "Hey, why you did this?" But they were like, "We love it," and it's. I even asked them, I'm like, "Can I remove WF?" They were like, "No, just keep it. People love it." I'm like, "All right then."
Nice. So if you see him at a GalaxyCon, ask him about Max's belts,
Mm-hmm.
or Comic
Wow.
Con or Wrestling Con or whatever. They do make some of the conventions. That's awesome, though. When the people that wore these belts put over your work, it has to be satisfying.
hmm
That's really satisfying.
Exactly, bro. I love it, man. Even
Man, this
every
is
time a new champion is crowned, like, and they gave him my belt, I'm like, oh man, that's like,
Sure. A lot to be proud of.
that's one dream, bro.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is a interesting belt.
Yeah,
I guess
that's
it's
the Vegas.
hard-
a card shaped or poker themed belt. That's only
Is that
that's
is
only
that
picture
the
I have of
strip
that belt.
poker championship?
Oh, it was the Vegas belt with the lights.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the
Oh, the
ring.
Vegas belt. Okay, that's the
Oh,
only picture you
okay.
sent me of the Vegas belt.
The WrestleMania belt.
Okay. Yeah, that's the only picture you
Yeah,
sent me of that belt.
a lot of drummers
And now,
started with that belt, but
and now we have this
It's the
one.
belt hobby. It wouldn't be the belt hobby without drama, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I like those.
Those are huge. Are those
That's
tag
what she
belts?
said.
I knew
Yeah.
right-
no,
I
that
knew
they're
I knew
single. They're
Richard.
single.
Oh, okay.
You know, in the fighting thing,
Huge.
whenever a fighter wins, he gets a new belt. Even he has like
Oh,
already 3 belts, he
Oh,
gets a new belt.
Yeah.
okay.
That's
Oh,
what
So
that
he
happened
makes
passed the
in
belt
the
down.
fighting league.
That's huge.
That's what she
I
said.
actually like that. That is nice.
And do you know who this guy is that's holding these belts?
No, I have no idea.
Okay. All right.
Cause I don't watch that one because it
Oh, look
was
at
like
that.
1 or 2 time kind of thing.
Yeah.
That is. Look at that.
Now, what is this belt?
Oh, that's for it's what do you call it? Instagram page.
Oh, it's
It's like a
Instagram page.
wrestling page. So he wanted a custom belt. He came to me like he found me. A lot of people find me. God put in their brain, go message Max. So he just came to me and I just started from a 2D version, but then we started into like getting it 3D, and then I try to make it more better. So here it is. He even helped me getting like 2 more orders like of some other belts. So I was like, okay, that's cool.
And this is a very unique belt.
Yeah, that's for the local wrestling in Houston, Texas.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, it's one of my brothers.
That's where we're at on the pictures here. We get close to
I
the
like
end
when
here.
people go out of the box of regular wrestling belts and do more of a custom theme than just basic belt.
Yeah, when you go and when you take something and put your vision and your ideas and your dreams all together, you come up with something. You can come up with something creative.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you got Max that'll put it all together and put it on leather and metal, throw a little paint on it. Next thing you know, you got something that draws people's attention, man. And that's what's great about
And then,
being able to have a resource and makers like Max that can help you achieve that, man. That's what we need in hobbies.
another thing about Max was when you're going over a custom belt with him, he'll say, "We should add this, we should add that," And when we're working on the artwork for my belt, Max is already like 12 steps ahead of me. And I just add the little tweaks to it. And he's like, "Yep, let's add this." No, wait a minute. A week later, I think I got this.
You're cutting out again. You have connection issues.
My
today.
Hey,
internet.
feed the gerbil. Feed the
Mr. Warren's
gerbil.
Yeah,
connection is
yeah.
not good.
Gerbil's
It's
getting
my
tired.
internet.
Okay. So this is back to that internet belt or Instagram belt. That's a better picture of the side plates, the whole belt, and that gold. Your gold is just actually absolutely beautiful. And this is that other belt, the one with the coins in between.
Yeah, brother.
That nugget
I
texture.
know. I just
it
seen a
doesn't.
lot of pictures.
It doesn't look like CNC. It's just. I mean, CNC. You usually see sharp edges with a nugget texture. You don't see any of that.
Bro, I use
Yeah.
tools for every, like when I'm doing something, I study it and I want to know what kind of tools the CNC machine needs to make these, because every maker, bro, they're using the same tool on every belt. That's why they will be missing details and all that stuff. So
Okay. But Max, that's just absolutely beautiful work.
It is.
I got one more picture, but before I show that
okay, you
picture,
can,
let
brother.
me Well, I'll just go ahead and talk about this. You sent me this last picture. You want to talk about this as well? Revival Pro Wrestling in Pakistan. Tell us a little
Yeah,
bit about that.
brother. Yeah, we're starting this company. It's been a while that I haven't wrestled, and the other companies that are running right now, they're like not really, the wrestling companies. So,
Mhm.
so I wanted to do something. I've been waiting, and finally I got a ring that this guy, the company before WRG. So he wanted to sell the ring. So we just bought the ring from him, and we rebranded, and we're about to run a new company now. And our like training gonna be start at like Monday. So we are ready. We're probably gonna
Cool.
throw a big show like in August. So it's gonna be huge.
Are you
That's
gonna
cool,
be like
man.
on YouTube or anything like that?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube.
Okay. No, most definitely share. Make sure you share that with us, man. We'll promote it in our groups and
Yeah,
help
definitely.
support you and give you a boost, man. Anytime.
I really appreciate Big Brother Ben.
The question
Okay.
is, man, are you psyched to get in the ring again after
Oh,
so
I'm
many
very
years?
excited, bro. I'm very excited.
So
I'm
you're
very
actually going to
excited.
get in the ring and compete.
Yeah.
Now, is there going to be like a YouTube channel for this, or is there any way we could be able to view this
Yeah, it's
from
gonna
over here
it's
in the
gonna be
US?
on YouTube. It's gonna be on YouTube.
Okay, awesome. Please update us when that gets going. I'd like to watch it. I think a
Me
lot of our
too.
Yeah,
viewers like
sure,
to see it
bro.
too.
Sure.
We want to see you kick some
Just
ass.
stay away from his. Just stay away from his magical hands because his custom belts need to.
Yeah. Yeah, don't damage your hands. We need those to make these beautiful belts. And I got some of your work right here. This is not the belt of the week, by the way, but this is I saw this on Kevin's show. You were talking about this belt, show the artwork. I said, I'd like to have that. And so I contacted you. You made me a deal on it. And a few weeks later, I had this in my hands. This is what is this? 6-8 millimeters thick?
6 millimeter. 6 millimeter.
Six. Yeah. Beautiful smoking skull. And the leather work is very, very nice. Very nice. I love this logo plate right here.
Mhm.
That's the theme of the belt. The snake skin backing, just like the original. Very, very happy with this belt. I can attest to Max's work firsthand because I don't have those beautiful custom pieces he just showed us a while ago, but this is a very beautiful piece. He's very reasonable on the price. His wait times are not bad at all, faster than most. So appreciate it, Max. I also got a belt hanger with this. I don't have it with me, but
Oh
it's
yeah.
anyway.
And I see you fix the thing.
Oh yes, I didn't even catch this when I was showing this on the show before. A viewer caught this. The
Yeah,
ends
man.
of the bottom banner
I
weren't
didn't
painted.
even catch it.
I forgot all about that. So yeah, I did fix that for you. It's not that big a deal. I hate painting straps, but this was not that big a deal. So it happens
I
sometimes.
tell you
But I'm
what,
very happy with that.
the thing that everybody has to learn in the hobby is perfection takes time.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It takes the details that he does with the leather work, the plate work, stones that he puts in there. Just the details alone takes time.
Bro,
Yeah, it's
everything
fast.
everything I learned, I just want to work on it more. So I think I've been doing good. It's been like 5 years now when I first started.
Wow.
So came a long way. We made it to the TV.
Yeah. But to have your work recognized by one of the greatest tag teams in WWF history is just, I mean, it has to be overwhelming, I would think.
Sure.
But if I don't have very many Comic Cons come through Oklahoma, but if I ever make it to one somewhere and I see those guys, I'll be sure to ask them about that.
Yeah, sure, bro, sure.
But Max, one thing about you I really like is that you're not your typical maker, and I'm not. This is not a slam on other makers, but you understand the reasoning behind the belts. You understand the purpose of the belts. It's not just a etch the metal, throw it on leather, and send it to the customer. You understand the history and the legacy behind each belt
Yes,
because
sir.
this is a passion of yours. Professional wrestling is a passion.
I don't know of any other makers that are
Absolutely. It's my
like
first love, and it's just the long living love.
Right.
that. It truly shows, Max. It shows.
Yeah. How old were you when you first got in the ring?
Oh, I was 18.
Okay.
Wow.
That's when I went to UK, Birmingham. It was GBW, Great Britain Wrestling. I got trained there for a year, and then for some difficulties of my nationality, where I'm from, so they were like sending people back to Pakistan.
Oh wow.
So
Were you a
so I
heel or a
got
baby?
into that, but I got back in. The dream never died, bro. Like I got a chance, like after 7 years. After 7 years, I wrestled again, and it was like it was a good company. We had few events, and then we had a mega event, which was on the it's a sports channel here on TV. It was on there. We had some of the big names from the WWE also, so it was good experience.
I bet it was.
That's
Now,
mostly I got into making belts more.
were you in your 7 years in the ring? Were you mostly a baby face or a heel?
Oh, I'm a baby face, bro.
Oh, okay. Did you have a desire to be a heel?
Oh yeah, I do, but they say, man, people like me.
What's not to like? Your personality it just fills the room. It's great. Uh, now your wife is from the United
Now,
States, correct?
My wife, what?
Your wife is from the United States. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, she's from Florida.
Florida. Okay, that's Richard's territory.
mhm.
Yeah,
How
So
does
what is
she?
your ring name? What's your ring
Yeah.
name? That's what I want
Yeah.
to know.
that's actually what I had. This is Max Mughalz is my ring name. When I was a kid, like I always had this name in my head. I'm like, when I become a wrestler, I'm gonna have this name. So I have this written on my books and my, like for the school, and so everybody started calling me Max. So I just took it.
Okay.
So it's like my second, like even here, there's like less people who know my real name. Everybody know me as Max. So,
Okay. Sorry, Thomas.
but when I got married, and I had to do some of the paperwork and all that stuff, so I had to change my name to back to Ali, which is my real name.
Hmm.
So, but it was like for a little bit, but most of the people still call me that.
Okay. Uh, how does your wife feel about your belt making? Does she help you out with any of that, or
Oh yeah, she was a big, she is still one of the big wrestling fans. That's how we got, know each other and all that. So
you're a very lucky man?
she
Very
loves
lucky
it.
man.
She loves it, man. I
Awesome.
show her every belt. I
Cool.
make a belt, I take it home and show her, or sometimes send her pictures of what I'm working on, and so she loves it. She always tell me she want an Undertaker tribute belt, but
Does
I'm
she give you
still.
any ideas or inspiration for a belt theme, or
Oh yeah, just for the Undertaker one, she was like, oh, I want some things like that. It should look good. So yeah, but first I want to make a cane belt.
oh,
So
okay. I
yeah,
know
that's
you're for as far as theme belts, WWE theme belts, you're mostly known for that Macho Man belt with the tassels.
yeah, Macho Man and the
Oh,
Brody
I
Lee
forgot about the
Tribute
Brody Lee belt.
Championship
Yeah.
belt. Yeah, bro, that
And
was like
The
real
Eddie
big
Guerrero
hit.
belt. The Eddie Guerrero
The
belt.
Eddie Guerrero was a big hit too. Razor Ramon, that was like I was selling and selling. I was making and making. I was like, oh man, like so many
Didn't
people.
Razor
I can't even imagine.
didn't Scott Hall see your belt and had some he made a feedback on it, right?
No, no, it was Macho Man's brother
It was
who saw the Macho Man's belt.
Lanny Poffo. That's what it was.
Lenny Poffo,
Yep.
the genius.
Jess Cortez wants to know when you're going to make it stateside.
Oh, pretty
We-
soon, man. I've been planning, but the work here, I can't leave the work and like go over there because I'm making good money, to be honest. But I want to do things myself, and some things I can't do in the United States. They're gonna cost too much. So
Right.
Mm.
Sure.
I'm like, but I will visit maybe for a month, but not that.
Okay. You got your wife's family. You're going to come visit, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even
Okay.
even my sister is in the United States. She lives in Chicago. She's a teacher at
Oh,
a
okay.
school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So much shopping. Have the American tariffs had any effect on you getting materials
Oh
or
no,
anything
no
like that?
effect, no effect at all.
Okay. Okay. So that will not affect the price of belts.
No, it's not gonna.
That's the main thing. Do you have? I know they're going to have WrestleMania again next year in Las Vegas. Do you have any plans for another WrestleMania theme belt for Las Vegas?
Oh yeah, I've been thinking about that, but this time I'm not gonna add some lights. I'm gonna add some other like things,
You're not going to
something
give your
new. I'm
secrets
thinking
here.
about.
You will avail that
Nah.
at the appropriate time. So tell us some about your history of watching wrestling. Who were some of your favorite tag teams, singles wrestlers? Who did you usually cheer for?
Bro, I always like love Shawn Michaels. Every like he's like number one. Like he's the only guy who I never saw missing even a step in the ring.
He
So
was
he's always been an inspiration. I try to be like him and in the ring and you know. So he's my top. But there's more guys that I love. Rob Van Dam. I love CM Punk, Chris Jericho. There's many, but the tag teams. I love Demolition. I love the Road Warriors. They were like really good. I love like the Hardy Boys at a point. I was like, okay, they're really cool.
you like the acrobatic style wrestling then?
Yeah,
Shawn Michaels very acrobatic. The Hardy Boys were
yeah,
Chris
but
Jericho
not
when he
too
was
much
younger.
like how it is now. Too much
Mhm.
now. It's like high flying and like gymnastic and all that stuff in there.
Yeah, yeah. I miss the good old fashioned slobber knocker type wrestling. You mentioned Shawn
I love
Michaels.
I,
When I
I
was
loved
when I was
watching Rob Van Dam too.
okay, when I was a teenager, I was watching world class wrestling, and I saw Shawn Michaels make his debut as a younger wrestler. When he was green as could be. Uh, he had short hair. He wore the brief style tights. He was very good in the ring, but he was still very green, and he would job out
And his
every week.
name was different too.
No, he was introduced incorrectly for world class. He was introduced as Shawn Michaels, and when Mark Lawrence announced his name as Shawn Michaels, you could see Shawn just kind of shake his head like, "Oh crap! I can't believe he said that." That's on YouTube. He did.
I think
He took
somebody
on.
sent me that. I think somebody sent
I'll
me
send
that.
you the link to it. It's on YouTube. He took on Billy Jack, and he turned heel in the middle of that match. He shook hands at the beginning of the match. They had the wrestling match. He was starting to lose the match. He did a heel move. It pissed off Billy Jack. Billy Jack threw him into the corner. He jumped up on the top turnbuckle, did a backflip, did a ole. It got put into a full Nelson and put to sleep. So I'll send you the link to it when we get off the show.
Yeah, sure.
If I don't do it, remind me. I'll forget. So,
Yeah,
but
Seth
Shawn,
Rollins kind of remind of the HBK, but HBK is HBK.
yeah, yeah. He came a long
Yeah,
way.
I can just see him coming out to Seth Rollins ring gear.
Yeah, yeah. He was very
So this
flashy.
guy, Deuce Legend, he's one of the finest guy in the hobby, bro. Like
He is.
He
he's
all right.
right there. You just send a message
He
and
all
he's
right.
like, "Yeah, bro, I'm right here. What's up?"
He's all right.
Yeah, he's all
And he's
right.
very, he's very funny.
He's all right.
Bad guy. He's all right.
Yeah, he's misunderstood sometimes. He's a great guy.
He's not 5K, but he's all right.
Yeah, he's all
Yeah.
right.
Maybe not 24 karat. All right, but
He can almost stand on my lawn. He's all right.
Yeah. Put a toe on your lawn, yeah. Max posed for Playgirl like HBK. One quick question before you go, but did you hold any titles in your wrestling career?
Oh no, I never wanted to have a title like in my own like these small like district level like for district level companies. So it
Yeah.
was never the time for me because I never like they were like wrestling companies and they have their own like stupid stuff. They never understood wrestling. So and they were mad because I would tell them, hey, we should do this, and they would
Yeah.
get pissed. So I never thought more about that. But this RPW, it's gonna have a full belt. It's gonna have a beautiful belt, and maybe
Now, when does this debut?
in August.
August. Okay. Okay. Maybe we can have you back to talk about that once it gets going.
Oh yes, brother. I would love to, man. I would love to.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So, any other information we haven't covered you might want to talk about? Any
Oh,
projects you'd like to?
for the people who don't know, me and Tyler Dove, we are now working together, like
Oh, that's right.
brothers, like tag team.
Now, if you could just buy his accent
What's
and
that?
and
Cut
sell
out
it to
again.
everybody, I said if he could just bottle his accent,
Yeah.
Tyler's accent, and put that on a belt, everybody could be like that.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to learn how to use that Southern accent, y'all. Well, Max, again, we appreciate you getting up so early to join us. I know it's very
Yeah,
early
man.
there. It's 6:00 a.m. there now.
Yeah, it's almost 6.
Okay. But appreciate you
But
getting
but
up
I
early to talk to
appreciate
us.
you, bro. Like you guys having me here, man. It was so fun, and like this is what I always wanted to do. Like what kind of belt maker can dream of.
Yeah.
So
And
it's one of
I'd love
those
to have you
things
back
like,
on.
yeah, I would love to, bro. I would love to. And
Awesome.
having Big Brother Ben Walker here, it's like he's one of the first guys, bro. Like I met in the hobby, and he's still here with me. Like he's a really good brother, and I really respect him. I always call him Big Brother. I don't know if it's a word in English or
Appreciate
not, but it's in my language it is, so I just translate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Big Brother has a
appreciate
couple
that,
of
man.
meetings here in the United States.
Yeah. Max has always been straightforward and always come at me from day one, man. And it's always been a two-way conversation, always been respectful. Always I never had any issues understanding anything he said. And that's why Max has always stood out to me.
Hi, Mom.
And he's doing great. It's great to see how far you come, you progressed, and just not just in the hobby, just in general, man. And appreciate you, man, for what you do, man. Always.
Thank
Max,
you so
again,
much,
thank you
brother.
very much. We'll have you on again soon. We'll talk about your new
Yeah,
projects, and
soon,
especially in
brother.
August when RPW makes its debut. Really want to have you on then too. So
Yeah, sure, brother. Thank you again, brother Mark, Mr. Warden, Mr. Andy, and Big Brother Ben. So,
Anytime, man.
Max Mughalz, Max Wrestling Belts. Thank you so much. You have a great day, and we'll see you again soon.
soon,
See,
brother.
Max,
All right,
take
man.
care.
You
Take
too.
it easy.
Take care.
Yeah.
All right. All right. We'll have him on
That was
again
awesome.
soon. That was fun.
One of the
That's
good-
how you
one-
do an interview. You couldn't find any other maker to do an interview
Exactly.
like that, man.
Yeah.
He's one of the best. He's one of the
Done.
best right there. Right there.
Next time, I would like for him to maybe give some tips on like leather, because I know that's a common issue with people that collect belts. They have leather, have issues, things like that. And I'll cover one tip in the second hour, along with some other stuff. But I have a little business to take care of real quick before we start hour number 2. We are trying to get 500 subscribers to the YouTube channel. Once we do, we will have a giveaway for this belt right here. This is by Unique Championship Belts. It is 4mm zinc, dual-plated CNC. It will be on my leather. This one in the picture is my belt, but I got one identical to it that I'll be putting on leather. It will come with a belt tip. But we have to reach 500 subscribers on YouTube. So if you're not already subscribed, please do so. If you have friends, relatives, anybody that you know have a passion for wrestling or wrestling belts, have them subscribe and watch the show. We greatly appreciate that. And we'll love to give away this beautiful belt to some lucky person who I think will be very happy with it. So that ends hour number 1. Let's move on to hour number 2. We'll join you on the other side. This is the final video. Welcome back to Spanning the Globe. I'm Mark Magger, your host. Joining me tonight are the usual suspects. Next to me is Mr. Richard Ward, a.k.a. the Warden.
What's going on, everybody?
Underneath him is Mr. Andy B. with Love Those Wrestling Belts.
Come join us.
And next to him is Ben Walker, known as the capo of Championship Belt Brothers.
It's all his fault.
It's all his fault, yeah. Stay off his lawn, by the way.
Yeah, don't get on his lawn.
Yeah. and we are sponsored by Mark Leather Championship Belt Leathering, by Ashley Southern Designs. I hear you're chuckling back there. And by Unique Championship.
It's very rare to get Ben to laugh like that.
It is. I have heard him cry laughing. It's hilarious. And you want to tune in on Saturday night to the Double Dropkick podcast. That's Kevin Davenport. He has a great show every week. And I can't remember what his topic is this coming week, but you want to tune in for that Saturday night.
It's something about boxers versus briefs, something like that.
Something
And
like that, yeah.
does it retain skid marks well, or
I
does
thought it was
clean out skid
2-ply.
marks?
I thought it was 2-ply or 4-ply toilet paper.
No, that was last week. This week
Oh,
is
okay.
boxers versus briefs.
But you want to
I'm
check
Irish.
that
You
out.
don't wear
marks?
anything under kilts.
Yeah.
Skid marks?
Yes. Oh dear! It is hour number 2.
It
It's
is our
part of
number
it's
2.
part of
It is,
Kool-Aid
it is.
Chronicles. Kool-Aid Chronicles. Then
Yeah.
we go purple or
Kool-Aid
red.
Chronicles.
Either way, whatever the topic is, you want to tune in for it. That's for sure.
I guarantee it'll be a good show.
So we usually start the show with the belt of the week, but we had Max on. It was a great experience. We're going to have him back soon. So we missed the belt of the week in the first hour. So we'll make up for that right now. I'll catch up with the comments in a moment on the other side. But let's talk about the belt of the week. And this one is mine again. I don't know who will have it the next week because I'll be gone, and the week after that we'll see. But I just finished this re-leather not very long ago, and I think some of you have seen some of the pictures. I put up a couple of videos in the leather process, but this is it. It is the AWA Tag Team Championship. I wish Max was still here to see this because he's a big Shawn Michaels fan, and Shawn Michaels was one of the rockers that held this title. But I tried to do the traditional tooling, the TV accurate tooling, put the AWA stamp on the end of the snap box there. And I actually did a better job with this one than I did the last one I ended up selling. Got that rosebud tooling around the edge of the plates. And this is by Dream Championship Belts. He the first set of plates he sent me were not completely etched. He did a much better job on this set. Very, very happy with it. And I will be doing a belt review on it pretty soon. He did gold plating where gold paint normally goes.
What's up, Reese?
Jim Mills actually had one first, and I saw it, and I had to have it. So I could blame Jim Mills. He and I blame each other for buying new belts.
Peer pressure.
Right.
Yeah, peer pressure. Yeah,
Peer pressure.
yeah. So Jim, if you're watching, this is your fault. I already told you that. But
No, it's never his fault. It's always.
yeah, this is 2D etching, but back then that's all they had. They didn't have acid etching or high definition. I didn't have a logo plate, so I stamped AWA on that end as well.
And there's your male snap box. Now, I did something unique with the backing on this belt, which you'll see in just a second. I did red backing instead of the traditional black backing because it's my belt, and I thought it would set it off really, really well. And this is the last piece of this red leather I had. So thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. I didn't know that, Max. Very unique.
See, there's a belt maker complimenting another belt maker's work.
Absolutely.
I love that.
I have a lot of unique belts, and this is not one of them, but I have a lot of his belts. I got another set of plates of his on order, actually 2 sets of plates. Very happy with them. But here's the belt, live and in color. And this was supposed to be my last belt. And technically, it kind of is. The one I got coming is a replacement. Well, but the one I got coming is a replacement for one I already sold. So it's just a different version of it. But I really like this belt. Here's the red backing, which this is very similar. I did this one right after I did the NWA TV, or vice versa.
That came out nice.
I really go good with that.
Yeah.
What's up, Platinum?
Yeah. But very, very happy with this. I actually, there's not a name for this belt, these plates design. So I decided to start calling this the Thunderlips design, because the Thunderlips belt came out before any of the belts that were designed like this, and they closely resemble the main plate of the Thunderlips belt. So I call this the Thunderlips design.
Yep.
It's a little bit different. It's a little bit more refined, but very, very happy with it. So if you're a Rockers fan, Road Warriors fan, who else held these belts? Jim Garvin and one of the Midnight Express guys, wasn't it?
No.
Regal.
Yeah.
Steve Regal.
Because they beat the Road Warriors.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's a very classic belt. I wanted my collection to go with the inmate I already have. So that is the belt of the week. Thank you very much, Dream Championship Belts. You will be getting a very favorable review on that belt very soon. So I don't have any belts for sale. I got all my belts sold. One of them is going to be delivered to Richard hopefully tomorrow. But I do have this. Yep. I do have this for sale. This is a figure, Powertown figure, the Vern Gagne figure. Speaking of AWA, it has never been opened except for this one flap. But the box has never been opened. It comes with a belt, comes with a towel, comes with an extra set of hands, a little bit of history. This is
buy it because Powertown don't look like it's in good shape right now.
Yeah,
you're not going to see many more figures come out from them after this fiasco they're going through.
This is series number 01. Series 01. And I'm asking $70 ship for this. So get them while you can get them. They're on eBay. I actually have this on eBay as well, but I'd like to find a home for this because I'm trying to declutter my room. But if you're interested in this, hit me up after the show. Otherwise, I'll have it in some of the sales posts tomorrow, and you get that figure and take it home with you.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll be getting the David Von Erich belt, and that will be.
Oh, that's right, the United National. The United National. Hush. My dog's whining.
I thought you had gas.
No. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the chair, not Mark.
Only an hour number 2.
Yeah. That's good to know. Good to know. Guys, talk about yourselves. I got 2 dogs sitting there drooling and whining at me wanting outside, so I'll be right back.
No worries. Oh, so what did you guys think of Monday Night Raw this week?
It was okay, I guess. I think SmackDown lately has been doing better.
I'm hearing Netflix is getting ready to drop.
I saw some reports that Netflix is not too happy.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I saw that too. The viewership is dropping.
And considering what they paid, that they have every right to say,
Good.
I'm going to be honest with you. I started paying for I had Netflix before, but we were on my mother-in-law's account. She let us, she added us to her account. But since Raw was going over there, I said, let's just make our own. We'll have our own. I have more issues with Netflix by watching Raw than I did with watching it on TV.
We're not getting the things that, Like no more having where they cut out the bad words that the crowd's chanting, and no more of this. No, it's basically, to me, I don't see anything electrifyingly different.
No, it's not different.
It's the same thing.
To me, it's not different.
I can only speak for myself, but because it's on Netflix, it's just I know it's there, so I can go watch it anytime I want to. Problem is, I've got so much going on, I don't think to go watch it.
Yeah.
But when it was on regular television, you kind of had to go watch it unless you had DVR. I think the fact it's on Netflix is what's hurting them, because it's just too handy there that people think they go back and watch it anytime they want to, and they just don't think to go do it. Unless they're that hard.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I love the product. I've always been a fan of it. But I think what's hurting them now is it went over to Netflix. And a lot of people are tuning out because of the technical issues.
I'm just not seeing everything that was promised with Netflix happening.
The one thing I am kind of happy about is that it didn't go too hardcore like we thought they were going to go.
Yeah.
You know, we were kind of thinking they were going to go Attitude Era on steroids, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
But
no, they stayed family oriented.
Yeah, and that's good because they have a lot of young fans.
A lot of kids watching it. Yeah.
Another thing that I don't like. I mean, it doesn't bother me so much, but the amount of sponsorships on the ring. And now I'm hearing that some of the wrestlers are going to wear sponsors on their gear.
Oh, no.
It's just getting ridiculous.
Like UFC.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I mean, what's next? It's going to be on their championship belts.
That's a bit much. Putting ads on the wrestlers' tights, and soon then it'll be the robes. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Just so we didn't shortchange you this week, Nor.
There you go.
Had to get that in.
You got to. to.
So what I want to cover is a leather issue, and this is a common issue, especially with overseas belts, because they're real leather, unlike shop belts, so you don't have this problem with the shop belts as much. But a lot of people have issues with the backing coming off of the belts, and some are worse than others. But for most common types of issues with that, it's just like a section or two. It's coming apart, maybe a half inch off. People always ask me, how do you fix that? In fact, I saw a couple of posts this week, and I'm sorry I didn't have enough time. I've had a very busy week. I threw this show together at the last minute because it's just been that kind of week. I'm going on vacation next week, but I saw two posts this week asking about what to do about that. And if it's not too severe, the most common way to fix this, in my opinion, because I've had to do this, is Walmart carries this. It's a little can, about a 10-ounce can of weld wood, and it's kind of like the cement you use for PVC pipe. It's got the little brush in the lid. This stuff comes with a brush in the lid, a little 10-ounce can. And what you do, it's contact cement. You brush it on the back of the belt and on the backing. You hold that stuff apart. That's key. You have to let it dry till it's tacky to the touch, about 5 minutes. Once it dries and it's kind of tacky to the touch, you press it together. If you can come up with a clamp or put it under some books to put some weight on it, let it sit there for 10, 12 hours, you got yourself a fixed belt. Now, if it's too severe, where it's just way too much to, half the back is coming off, that might work, but chances are you might have to have a new backing put on. I mean, you could try it. They do make a bigger can of that stuff, and I always buy those when I put my backing on. I buy those little disposable paint brushes at Walmart, paint it on both sides, hold it apart for 5 minutes, press together, and you're good to go. So that's the tip I can think of for and people use different products. I use the weld wood for that particular repair because it's just too handy to go Walmart, get that little bitty can, and it's a red can with, I think, yellow lettering, and I haven't had to do it in a while, so I don't think I have a can with me. But it's got the little brush in the can. Just rub it on both surfaces, hold it apart for 5 minutes, press together, let it set for 10 or 12 hours, and you should be good to go. WD-40.
No, baby oil works better.
Baby oil, yeah. Astroglide.
Oh man, Mark.
Oh my.
We are in hour number 2. EcoFlow leather.
I hope Mom tuned out.
I hope Mom tuned out.
Yeah, she did. Well, hopefully she doesn't know what that is. EcoFlow leather weld is good too. It's water-based. That's the difference. It's water-based. So it doesn't have the fumes. And the fumes aren't really bad with weld wood. I haven't had a problem with it. But Anyway, something else I want to talk about before we move on to a little bit of professional wrestling. If you tuned into the BAM show on Tuesday, it was last night, wasn't it? It was last night. Carmine Sabia was on there, and he was talking about an issue he had with Jonathan Michael. And for some of those of you who kind of know a little bit of this history, Jonathan Michael had an issue with me. I said some things that bothered him, and long story short, he went to Carmine. They did a live, attacked me, which didn't go well. We did another show in rebuttal. Well, Carmine and I have had a conversation. A couple weeks ago, we had a conversation. We are not at odds. We are amicable, and I'm fine with that. We've messaged each other back and forth. He did take a couple of episodes down that were not very complimentary to me. Had some personal things on there. He agreed to take those down. I took some things down off my show that were in rebuttal. So we're there. Well, anyway, when he had Jonathan Michael on his show, he let Jonathan Michael have his say about his side of the story. Didn't bother to get my side, which always been a bone of contention for me. But I guess something flared up between Jonathan and Carmine over the weekend. I won't go into detail. That's his story to tell. He told it on the show last night. And so he decided to go live because Jonathan had issues with him all of a sudden. So I took the opportunity when Carmine told me, hey, what you said about him was, basically right. That's not his exact words, but he said, this guy's crazy, basically. So I took the opportunity of sending him the screenshots. I had blocked Jonathan because he was in my inbox. So I had unblocked him to get screenshots of our conversation when everything kind of went south. Send them to Carmine to show him my version of the story. And Carmine went live last night, had his say. He said what he said. So Jonathan came to me this morning, asked me why I unblocked him, and we had a back and forth pretty much most of the day. It started out pretty rough, as you can imagine. He's not a fan of mine. I'm not a fan of his, but we had a talk, and as the day wore on, I don't know if we wore each other out, but we've kind of not made amends, but we are basically, we're good. We're good. So what I brought that up to bring up one thing. When Carmine first addressed the situation, he issued an apology to me for that episode that is no longer available. By the way, he took it down. Thank goodness. He issued an apology to me because he saw my side of the story that he didn't bother to get before, and I do appreciate that, and I did tell him that. I thanked him for that. So this is a step I think in the right direction, not just for me and Carmine, but for me and Jonathan. I've made amends with a couple other people, not admitting fault. Just, it's just better in this hobby if people get along. It should be that way. I'm at peace with all this. So you could feel about all those people the way you want to feel about them. That's fine. I can't fault you for that. But as far as me, I prefer peace, and I'm moving on. So I will not be talking about these people in a negative way anymore. We're going to move on. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I was on last night.
I, for one, am for getting along. You don't have to like the person, but we're all in this hobby together. Yeah. We're all doing podcasts. We don't have to hate on each other. You know what I mean? There's so much room in the hobby. There's so much room on the podcast scene.
Yes, Kevin. Yes.
We could all be cordial. We can all be, hello, how are you? That's it. We don't have to be each other's best friends.
Right.
You know
there's plenty of room in the hobby for everybody, and we don't have to see eye to eye with everybody. And I got
you're not going to see eye to eye with anybody.
No, and I was talking with Jonathan today. Now we still don't see eye to eye on everything, but as the day went on and he started to calm down a little bit, he self-admitted that he's got a temper, which we all knew that. But as I got him calmed down, got him away from the anger, he's actually, easier to talk to. And by the end of the conversation, he wished me a good day. I wished him a good day. So that's the way it should be.
Yes, it's
Exactly.
still
Exactly.
Yep.
It is waste energy. Yes. So anyway, yeah, I know, and I'm not going to address all that. You're going to feel about how you want to feel about him. We're not friends. I don't think we'll ever be friends, but it's better to be civil than it is to be at each other's throats, because that accomplishes nothing, absolutely nothing.
Thanks, Chris.
I think the young man has a passion for the hobby. I think his passion is probably uncontrolled, but it's a passion. He loves the belts. You can't fault him for that. So we left things there. He wants to come back into my group. I'm still mulling that over. But there are no more hard feelings there, as far as I know. So with that, we will move on and just have a peaceful and fun show. But I want to address the fact that Carmine did apologize to me for that episode, because he did not get all the information. He now has all the information, and he kind of felt bad that it went down the way it did. So I just want to let him know I do appreciate that. I did tell him privately, but I want to tell him publicly as well. And as far as another unfortunate episode that's no longer there, that was he did that, for me as well. So I appreciate that as well. Go Bully.
No. Mark's no longer the bully. I've taken the title from him. Because I kick people for not following the rules. I'm the bully.
Ben, great pride, Ben. Great pride. Get off my lawn.
Right.
Yeah. I think our time and energy is better spent getting along, or at least being civil with each other.
I agree.
It is.
Yeah.
Too many people make stuff too personal too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm getting old, man.
I've taken my
50.
personal
I don't
shot.
got time to do that.
Yeah.
But like I said, I don't think Jonathan's a bad guy. I mean, it kind of went bad there for a bit between he and I, but we talked it over. We're never going to actually meet eye to eye exactly, but we're going to try to remain civil, which is the way I'd rather keep it. So I don't think he's a bad guy. I just think he has a lot of energy and a lot of passion for the hobby, and sometimes it just kind of gets a little out of control.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, that's
respect.
the word I was looking for, Mark. Civil. We can all be civil.
Yeah.
But we don't have to get along.
Yeah. Hold on, I can pull this up.
There you go.
Looking good, Antonio.
Yeah, there you go.
What's her name?
Jump in the trunk. Stanky leather. Yeah, now that's one guy I haven't made amends with yet. So, but actually, speaking of making amends, I got a new segment that we're going to do, not every week, but we're going to do it maybe every 3 weeks, maybe once a month. We've done scammer alerts on here before, but I actually reached out to Guido with Bell's Most Wanted Scammers. We were talking about one night, and we just got to talk about, hey, has Guido been posting lately? And we got to realize that it's been a few weeks. We hadn't really seen anything out of him. And now Guido and I have taken shots back and forth at each other over some things we disagreed on. So I just, reached out and said, hey, Guido's everything okay? And he messaged me back. I won't go into details of that conversation, but he appreciated me reaching out. He'd had some issues he was dealing with, but he thanked me for reaching out. So we got to talking, and he gave me permission to do this because I had this idea to collaborate. And he's going to share. He let me into his group. I asked to join his group because I think he's on the same page as most everybody else as far as the idea of trying to stop scammers. I just think we have a philosophical difference on the execution of that, and that's okay. That's okay. So he let me in his group and agreed to allow me to show some of these scammers, which I'll show one tonight. And I tried to pull something because there's a lot of stuff on that group, and I want to select something that everybody can kind of relate to because it's kind of trending. And the latest trend, there are people who are using other people's pictures. So let me introduce this new segment. As soon as I find it, where did it go? There it is. And I got to get my picture up here so I can know what I'm talking about. And this is all credit to Guido for the doing the legwork on this one. This is a be on the lookout. His name is Jensen Lake. Get that crawler off there so you can see that better. Jensen Lake. He is from Levelland, Texas. He is listed here on Guido's website as a seller, a belt seller. Here is the issue with this. Here's his profile picture. Looks kind of familiar, doesn't he? I won't go there. Okay.
I know exactly what you're thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. So watch out for this guy. He's out there trying to scam people. He's using this guy's pictures. I can't see that guy's name. What is the guy's name? I got some figures up there. What's the guy's name?
Sam Bose.
Okay. He's using Sam's pictures and trying to give his people to pay with gift cards. Now that's a new one to me. I've never heard of gift cards before. So Jensen Lake is using someone else's pictures and asking for gift cards as payment. Don't fall for this.
That's a dead giveaway.
Yeah. So this is a very recent one. So beware. If you see this guy selling belts, probably are not his belts. So thank you to Guido for sharing that information. We'll have another one pretty soon. All right. Next on my list here is, lost my list. There he is. Okay. So let's talk about some WB. Well, no, let me back up. Let's go back to belts for a minute. You have a belt you'd like to show off, wouldn't you, Andy?
I got it. Yeah. I mean,
I almost forgot.
Oh, it's okay.
All right.
Yeah,
you just got this one this week.
Yeah, the NWA 25th anniversary tag. And
now, you did not dig up Rick Rude for this belt, right?
Oh, jeez, I didn't think it. You weren't supposed to tell anybody.
What was that? What did you say? I didn't get that.
I said you didn't dig up Rick Rude for that belt, did you?
Oh, Jesus.
You weren't supposed to tell anybody about it.
I'm sorry. Did you get all the dirt off of it?
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I cleaned the dirt off of it.
Okay,
great job, Bully. Now you're gonna have people mad at the show for saying that.
Yeah, just what we need, Mark.
Right.
Please continue. I apologize.
And I just got a.
That's it. All the Rick Rude fans dropped off.
Yeah.
I just got to drill. The holes aren't big enough for the stones, the big zirconias I got for it. So I'm going to have to take a drill, I guess, and go in deeper so I can get the stones glued in there.
Who's the baker?
Did you use a Dremel?
Oh, that's a good idea, too. Haider Ali. Not Haider Ali. It's Imad Ali, yes.
Okay.
So
now let's talk about your experience with this. Well, tell us about the belt first, then we can talk about the experience.
What, you want me to show the moving eagle?
Yeah.
Okay. If you look closely, let's see if I can do this.
This is a motion belt.
So I was thinking I'm not going to be able to take it apart and everything. Then Mark gave me a great idea. Put some silicone behind the one part. So I'm going to do that for that. Because if I take it apart, I'm going to ruin it, and I'm not going to know how to put it together.
This is your second belt from him, correct?
Yeah, this is the replacement for the first one. And that was even worse because he decided to put the screw in the middle of the eagle. So it rocks back and forth.
One screw.
Yeah, one screw. Yeah. And I messaged him. I said, well, how could you send this one out like that? And of course, I got the typical, it was fine when I sent it out. Yeah. So I'm guessing, next thing he'll blame it on the shipping or whatever. But I just figure out I'm gonna do what Mark suggested with the silicone to hold the eagle in place, and then I'm gonna try to drill so I can put my big
Before you drill, hit up Ricky Hernandez for some tips.
I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Ricky was the one who helped me get the big zirconias for this. So yeah, I'm gonna talk to Ricky.
Okay.
Got some extra time, and so what to do. I didn't show the back of it. Got the
Still
side
a
plate.
beautiful belt.
It was always one of my favorites too, and I've had another one in the past that wasn't near the detail of this one. But it's always been one.
I hope that's real advice and not a joke. Okay.
So
I bet that belt's got some weight to it, doesn't it?
There's your elephant.
yeah,
There's your elephant there, Mendoza.
it's at least, Mark. It's at least 10 pounds. It's heavy.
Yeah, mine's heavy.
I mean, look at the thickness of it.
Yeah.
That's what she tells me every night.
No,
I will say that the main plate has a nice curve to it.
it does. I like things with nice curves.
I bet you do.
So,
But yeah, if you didn't catch the reference to Rick Rude was rumored to have been buried with his.
no, he is. He's buried with the 25th anniversary tag, and Mandy Fernandez has the other one. And there's been a lot of belts made from a mold made from Manny's belt.
I think mine was made, but
Yeah,
my plate's flat.
So
Yeah, my main plate's flat.
I'm gonna.
Mark,
That's
did you
beautiful belt.
did you sell your Texas belt yet? I meant to ask you that.
Yeah, it got delivered today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I sold it today, and I got plates for a new one on order. Replace it. And the reason I sold that belt to buy a new one is because that one had screwbacks, and I don't want to deal with screwbacks. I don't like screwbacks.
That's another one that's going to be on my list.
Yeah. Hello, David Johnson. I forgot to mention you earlier. Hello. Thank you for watching.
What's up, David?
Hey, David.
Somebody.
So now we can talk about WWE. We had Raw the other night, and in that show, Gunther regained the World Heavyweight Championship from Jey Uso with a sleeper hold. A sleeper hold. That Bill has pronouns. So, what do you guys think about this? Good move?
Yeah.
Yep, they fixed the wrong.
Yeah,
Yep.
but on Raw,
I'm glad to see a title change on TV.
I don't care. It could have been at a house show. They fixed it wrong.
I am glad they're starting to do belt changes during TV broadcast.
Yeah, it's nice to see.
as long as they don't overdo it.
Right.
Yes.
Not a belt change every week. Just a random
It's good
belt
to see
change.
it from time to time, not a pay-per-view. It's good to see it.
Can I be honest? Can I be frank for a minute?
Please.
Okay, you can be frank now, Ben.
Okay. My name is Frank for a minute.
Frank Grandpa.
That tell you what they thought about Jay's title reign.
Yeah.
To pull that change on TV. I don't know what to call it because it's on Netflix, but whatever. I never was in agreement with that title change. It shouldn't have happened at no WrestleMania. Let's be honest. Jay shouldn't have been even in that match at WrestleMania. He shouldn't have won Royal Rumble. You could have picked a better winner than that.
Yeah.
It was a merch selling move.
Let's be honest. It's because he's a merch seller with Yeet. Everything Yeet is the big seller.
But he didn't need the title to sell Yeet.
Yeah, exactly.
He didn't need the title.
No.
He was moving that merch without it.
Mm-hmm.
And he didn't need it. And WWE did not need to make him champion.
It should have always kept Gunther's title. Champion.
Right. He shouldn't have never lost it.
Yeah. Not to Jay, anyway.
It was a weak way for him to win it the way he won. You've been building Gunther as the super champion for years, not just months, years. He's spent more time on the roster as a champion than not. So what does that tell you? He looks more like a world champion as opposed to Jey Uso,
Right.
who looks like a cruiserweight champion at best and a continental U.S. champion.
Yeah, I think we're headed back to Jimmy and Jay back together for a tag team run. That's when they're
Put
best.
the tag titles back on them.
That's
Make them.
That's what I was going to say. If they didn't bring these two back together, Jimmy would be lost. He would be done.
And
they have to bring them back together.
Let's admit it, they're still not doing a darn thing with Jimmy.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, they are. They're jobbing him.
Well, yeah, they're jobbing him exactly.
Jay's been winning. Jimmy's been losing.
Jimmy's
see
been
that?
doing,
See that? With those two,
Mhm.
what's the difference between the two? What's the talent? What's the difference in their talents between the two? Is it that much, or is it that much? Because to me, they're not the same away from each other.
No, they're not. Yeah, they're not the same away from each other.
That's just like they tease splitting up New Day.
Mhm.
They knew New Day have been attached to each other for the last 10 years. They couldn't separate them.
I didn't know about this. I knew he had a baby, but I didn't know he was to get married.
His marriage shouldn't have affected the title, because let's be honest, there's guys that was walking around champions, Roman Reigns, and not defending the title for 90 days, 120 days.
True.
So
that's the main title.
I mean, right? I mean, it shouldn't have really affected him getting married. He still shouldn't have. He didn't. They could have did an injury angle or something, and still kept the title on.
Yeah.
It. You said it's better in every way than Jay. I can't agree with that. I think they're equally. They're not bad.
Jay's been more visible lately.
But when you take them apart, to me, my opinion, you took them apart, and Woods is done, because Kofi was on doing his own thing before New Day.
You get the Usos back together, you're getting two things. You're getting them back together as a great tag team, and you're also gonna. I mean, the WWE's tag division right now stinks. It's garbage. They need some good champions, and Jimmy and Jay would bring some interest back to it. It's garbage.
Yeah, you gotta admit those guys together were a good tag team.
And to prove that theory, who was the Raw tag team champions right now? The New Day.
New Day.
Yeah.
The guys that's been those guys' rival for the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So how did those titles rotate back to New Day?
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There's not much there in the tag division.
You
guys convinced that you convinced that Motor City Machine Guns are better than Street Profits?
They need to put some definite attention to the division. Vince always used it to make singles wrestlers. He but I mean, they need to definitely focus on their tag division. They have to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The tag division's a mess.
It's terrible.
They're tagging people together that don't really need to be tagging together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It reminds me of back in the day when they used to grab random wrestlers and put them together.
Well, that Gunther needed to ask for a break. He didn't have to take the title off of him. Roman Reigns was getting 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 month breaks without defending the title.
Where the hell is he? I mean, my God.
See?
And I'm Roman.
And if you notice, the women's title wasn't defended this last pay-per-view. The women's championship.
Yeah.
Wasn't defended.
You talking about Io Sky?
Yeah.
Well, didn't she defend it on
Raw? Hers wasn't defended this last pay-per-view.
She just defended it on Raw, though, didn't she? A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, she did. You're right. But this is another pay-per-view she defended.
Yeah, she's a lot more active than most of the women on the roster.
I like Io. Io's done a great job.
Great job.
Mm-hmm.
She's
her partner's good too.
She's done her part to carry it. Yeah, and now Asuka's back.
Watch out.
Are they setting something up with them? Watch.
Hello.
I
think that's debatable.
That's your opinion.
Yeah.
You know,
you're not wrong for having an opinion about it.
Yeah, just wait for Moxley to Blade.
Guarantee right there.
Yeah.
I watch it every once in a while.
I watch it too.
Speaking of AEW, a comment popped up. What do you guys think about this new title?
I get original old school day one AEW championship, the women's
It reminds me
championship
of the
vibe from that.
it reminds me of the original AEW Women's Championship.
Yep, that's
But
what I just said.
I like
yeah.
the belt. I
It's
like
got
the belt.
it's got kind of a levy style plate shape.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say levy style, or am I going to get it cease and desist?
Not unless he finds his paperwork.
Am I going to get blackmailed and embezzled into giving my profits for selling the belt?
He's still looking.
Ben, I just got an official "you're okay" from the Levy family, so you could say it.
All right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
The only issue I have with this belt, it's not the belt itself, because Ron did a beautiful job with it. What my issue is with it, or my question about it is, what are they unifying? They have a world champion.
The international, and then the other title, the Burger King title.
They don't want to call it Intercontinental. That's why.
So are they going
Right?
to?
Well, WWE owns the words, owns the Intercontinental Championship. They own those words.
Couldn't they just call it the international title if they don't want to call it the Intercontinental?
They already have one. They already have one.
I just prefer the Burger King title. It's got the crown.
The international title used to be the All Atlantic.
Hey guys, you can't have it your way, okay?
Tony Khan cannot make up his mind over the titles. He doesn't.
No, the question is, will they decommission those other titles? Unify? I mean, are they actually unifying them?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
but again, I have no issue with the design. I think it's a beautiful design.
I think it's a good looking belt.
I think most of the AEW belts are beautiful, and I know Ron has designed a couple of them. I think he's done a great job. I just think they have too many titles.
Oh, they do.
No, I love their. I love the belts. Don't forget,
they also have the Ring of Honor belts in there too.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
And those are Ring of Honor belts are participation trophies in my book.
Yeah.
I like the belts because they're different than what we normally see.
Don't get ahead of us, Chris. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, you're ahead of me. That's
it's
next.
just like participation trophies that AEW and Ring of Honor. There's too many belts.
I saw him.
Gotcha.
He's in there.
Just leave me alone about the cease and desist stuff, please.
Cease and desist.
Poor guy's getting all emotional.
Yeah.
As far as the plate design and the way the plates are shaped and the texture of the belt, I mean it's an awesome looking belt, but do we really need it?
Well, if they decommission the other two titles and have those two champions go at it for this one belt, that's fine. That's fine. But I think it's a very simple but elegant design. When I first saw it, it reminded me of the very first women's title that the DVM or DD, whatever her name is, the dentist that she carried.
Britt Baker?
DMD.
DMD, thank you.
Oh,
my question is,
fall from grace.
So they're going to merge these belts together, so whoever wins the match gets this one belt, and the other two are gone.
You're good, Chris.
Okay. No, you're good, Chris. We messing with you.
Yeah. Chances are, if you heard about it, we've heard about it too. So, yeah, I guess they'll have a champion versus champion. The winner gets that belt.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Kenny Omega and Okada for the millionth time.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. That belt doesn't remind me so much of the Levy style as does that WCW belt I got, the Florida title.
Yeah, you see how they have the oval plates and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
The egg-shaped plates,
Yeah, Steve, you missed them in the first hour, Stephen.
I love the design. It's an old school style.
It's got that old school.
I take nothing away from the design. I just had a question about the actual name of the title. So that's kind of like the All Atlantic, and had none of the Atlantic countries in it.
Tony
and All Atlantic with a Japanese flag.
Tony does not do his homework before he names titles. I mean,
how
many has he changed? I mean,
yeah, I see that, David.
Oh, Steven? Thanks for watching.
Yeah, you just in the first hour, man.
You missed it. It was first hour. You can go back and watch the replay when we're
Watch a
done here.
replay.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy it.
You had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
There we go again. Everybody has their opinion about it. I don't have an opinion because I don't watch either one anymore. I just don't like today's wrestling anymore. It's just not the wrestling I grew up watching.
That's why this is a good
Thank you,
time to
Calvin.
be a wrestling fan, because there's so
Thank you.
much
Thank
good
you,
stuff
man.
to pick from. Thanks,
Thank you.
Calvin.
Thank
Hope
you,
you enjoyed
Calvin.
your birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, well, this guy knows how to style and profile. Have
Yep.
you seen his pictures?
hmm
Yeah.
He
Nice
dressed
I
up,
gotta
man.
go. I gotta go to Calvin's Tailor.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I could afford Calvin's Taylor.
Yeah, those side plates do. They do kind of have. They kind of have. Let's see. I have it
From
right
New
here,
Japan.
Kind of like that.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of like that.
Right.
Because that's the global title. So yeah, exactly, David. It does have that kind of a look to it.
Yep.
Max is good. Max
Yeah.
is very good.
Max is one of the best, man.
Looks good. Works good.
That's
Awesome.
good, man.
Awesome. Very, very nice. There it is. Somebody asked a while ago, what's going on with Jade Cargill? I'm glad you brought that up because something came up right before the show started. I think Richard sent this to me. Jade is rumored to be going to be in a movie with Jonathan Majors in an action thriller called True Threat. So she'll be making her acting debut very soon. And she hasn't been on WWE TV lately, has she?
Not
Wow.
a
Not much.
A little bit here and there.
Yeah,
Maybe she's in principal photography. I don't know.
I would like to see her play the daughter of Storm or Storm in the reboot of an X-Men movie. Maybe a younger Storm. Because when she
she
comes
has the
out in the
build.
cosplay, it's awesome.
Oops. But yeah, look for her in a movie coming to a theater near you.
Yep.
I'll upload these pictures real quick.
That's how you expand out. That's how you expand out, man, and
It
get
worked
that
for The Rock.
exposure.
It worked for The Rock. It worked for John Cena.
Be honest, they have to think
Austin.
about life after wrestling. You know what I mean? And they have a lot of opportunities because they're WWE superstars or superstars in general. All eyes are on them.
No, he parts out the plating. He said everything else he does himself. I think at parties. I think he parts it out. No, he said he does all the work himself except for the plating. My dogs are excited for some reason.
They enjoy the show.
Mama's home,
They enjoy the show.
right? That's what I said, Calvin.
Yeah, we got
They have to
company.
think about life after wrestling, and they got to figure out,
Yeah.
You know, like John Cena. He knows his time in the ring is.
Nope, he froze up again.
I mean, look at all those years Hogan was doing all these acting roles.
Yeah.
Starting with Thunderlips,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and it propelled him.
Mhm.
He had his own TV show. It wasn't that great, but he had one.
Yeah,
But
the
Thunder-
Rocky propelled Hogan into the fame.
Thunderlips propelled a lot of things.
It helped open a lot of doors for wrestlers to get acting gigs.
Mm-hmm.
Even though there was some movies before Hogan, but not to the exposure of Rocky 3.
Mm-mm.
And he was only on Rocky 3 for what, 10 minutes?
If that.
10, 15 minutes of
Yeah.
the movie, if that.
Mhm.
But it carried a lot. A
Yeah.
lot of people know that role.
It didn't just launch his career, it also propelled WWF at that time into the mainstream.
And unlike Vern Gagne, Vince McMahon knew to jump on that right away.
Well, Vince didn't want him to do the role at first. He didn't want to do the role.
Yeah.
But once he did,
I agree
he
with-
used it.
He saw value in it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So that interesting bit of
Put
trivia.
that
just
comment back up
remember-
there. Put that back up there, please.
Hold on a second.
Chris Reigns.
Hold on.
Or I'll read it for you.
There it is. I got it. I was trying to do something else. Sorry.
No, fine. No, it. Come on, man. I agree with that, but let's call it what it is. Pro wrestlers are actors too, all of them.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah,
Yep.
Mhm.
All of them.
they have to be. They have
It's
to
all
be.
right.
acting.
Right, all of them.
It's acting with acrobatics.
That's possible. That's possible. I won't dispute that one. That's actually a very possible way of thinking.
Now
the
just
cash can
Just
happen.
keep in mind out there, Nikita Koloff was in line to be that role of Thunderlips, but Hogan got it
I didn't know that.
because Nikita Koloff was a little bit bigger,
Mhm.
or he was shorter. No, he was shorter.
Well, I
That's
know
what it
that
was.
Nikita Koloff and Kerry Von Erich both auditioned for the role of Conan the Barbarian, which obviously
Wow.
went to Arnold Schwarzenegger. But I didn't know about that movie.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he
I've
was
heard that
in to be the role for Thunderlips.
Yeah, I heard that about Nikita.
Yeah. Now, Kerry Von Erich also actually had a role in as a Problem Child. He was in a prison. He was a prisoner in a prison.
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
in
yeah,
the
that's
Problem
right.
Child movie.
That's
I
right.
didn't know
Yep.
about that until somebody mentioned that recently.
He was.
I've seen
Yeah.
screenshots of it. I've seen screenshots of it.
Yep.
But I haven't seen the movie.
Yep.
Don't forget Rocky.
That was the only question I didn't ask him when I got to meet him in person about the Rocky role, the
Oh,
Rocky
yeah.
movie role.
I didn't know he was supposed to. I didn't know he was up for that part, but I knew about
But
the.
as far as Christian's point goes here, I mean, Byrne just let Hogan go. He didn't even try to keep him in the
Yeah.
AEW. Byrne
his-
just cuckoo.
That was his nail in his coffin.
Vern tried to put his hands in Hulk's pockets.
Mhm.
Try to take some of his money from Japan, the Japanese money he was doing.
Man, I love fish sticks.
Fish sticks, Kevin.
Yeah.
Fish.
Hey, I take that as a disrespect
Oh.
because fish sticks smell better than her.
Oh.
Oops.
Let's not go there, okay?
No, let's not go there. Let's not go there.
But
Sorry,
it is the second hour. I mean,
it is, but we
Get
have
your
our.
mind out of the gutter, guys. Get your mind out of the gutter.
She's okay. She's also the next AWA Women's Champion. Watch this. Watch she beat Tony Storm. Watch.
Oh, he was up for Drago. Okay, I didn't realize that.
that's right. Yeah, he was up for Drago. That's right. Yeah.
That's right.
Sorry, I'm screenshotting something real quick. Okay. Yeah, I had no idea, but it made sense. And you know, you
I
hear
see.
the first time I heard Nikita Koloff talk without that accent, I was floored.
Oh, I just sat there with my jaw down. And I was like,
Yeah.
Hearing
Yeah,
him
because
first time
he has a lot softer voice, real
Mhm.
voice.
Yeah. Well, he
I'm
doesn't
like,
have
he's
that growl.
Right.
I'm
Well,
like,
Nikita
he's a
was always yelling.
redneck. I didn't know that.
He was always yelling in
Yeah.
character, and then you hear him come with the talk with his American normal voice, like, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Minnesota, no less.
I'm gonna quit putting those comments up.
Oh,
I
wow.
didn't even look at it before I put it up. I'm sorry.
It was still funny. I mean, you know.
Yeah, it was fun.
I mean, when I got to meet Nikita Koloff in person,
It was the same with the
Hey,
Road Warrior.
Nikita, how you doing? I was like, hey, sir, how you doing? I mentioned
No, Chris-
the singlet thing, and then
Yeah. No, Chris, the problem that Vern had with Stan was that he wanted the belt back. He wanted the belt back in the United States.
And then Stan took out his tractor and ran it over.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
What's-
Baba convinced him to come to Japan with the belt.
And
Yeah.
Vern didn't want him to go with it. so-
Right.
So he took care of it before he sent it back.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
belt. It wasn't Stan.
Man, that'd be a nice piece of history to own.
I wonder where
That's
that's at. I wonder who's got that today.
I don't
It's
know.
in Japan. It's in
Oh,
Japan.
the one that was ran over by the tractor.
It's in
Okay.
Japan.
What if it still has the rubber marks on it?
Yeah, they have it on display in Japan. It ended up in Japan somehow.
Oh wow.
Okay. And then we have one more topic I want to talk about. This got brought up right before the show as well, and I'd forgotten about it. But we have Camille. We already know The Miz is going to be hosting American Gladiators. But Camille and Rick Boogs, is it Boogs or Boogs?
Boogs.
Boogs, okay. Are going to be the
And don't forget and Wardlow too.
Wardlow are going to be Gladiators in American Gladiators, the reboot.
Cool.
And when is that going to debut?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I watched that show back in the 80s.
Thank goodness we ain't got to hear Camille on the mic. Please don't put the mic in front of her. Don't.
Well,
Don't.
they do interview
Don't.
some of the gladiators.
Don't,
They
please.
She'll be the quiet.
Somebody do a voiceover for her, please.
Hopefully Ben
Please.
should be the quiet warrior.
Right,
You know,
please.
they give them nicknames. Her nickname should be Cornbread.
It should be mute because that's what she needs to be on.
Yeah.
Please.
Well,
don't.
they had a deaf gladiator before. Her name is Siren.
Siren. Yeah.
She should be
Okay.
the
Actually, a couple of
mime.
those gladiators are pretty good looking.
She should be the
Yeah.
mime. Not say the
Please,
word.
Yeah.
please
Come on.
don't. Please.
Oh,
Spare
I
us.
do have one other thing. Have you guys heard about the Bell twins possibly both making a comeback?
I saw that today.
You know, it kind of is. Those wheels are already set in motion, considering that Liv attacked
Mhm.
Nikki.
Nikki Bella.
Nikki. Yeah.
And then the Women's Evolution pay-per-view is right around the corner.
It would shock me to see it tagged title match.
I also heard that for the King of the Ring, there's going to be a mystery
did.
opponent. I heard that could be Mr. Kennedy because he's making a lot of big noise about coming back in a major way. So,
I've seen a couple of his interviews with Chris Van Vliet, and they were talking about when shoot, fell from the ceiling. Jeez. Owen Hart. When Owen Hart died, he cried when he was telling that story.
oh yeah, I believe.
Bastion want double Bella.
Mm.
But Kennedy actually gives a good interview. It's
Yeah, I've
actually
heard that,
fascinating to see these guys out of character. But when he's talking about Owen Hart passing away, tears just stream from his eyes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
saw-
Yeah, I seen that interview.
Yeah. Are the Bell twins past their prime, or you think they'll make it in the WWE
I
again?
think Nikki's. Brie never did. I don't think Brie was any good in the ring, but Nikki was always fine in the ring. I don't.
Do you think well, with all the athletic women, acrobatic women now, do you think they can keep up? I mean, they've had babies, they're older.
I don't know, but like I said, the Evolution pay-per-view's coming up, so I even heard Ronda Rousey's supposed to make an appearance. It's just talk right now. I don't have anything official.
That's
I've
definitely an
heard
alternate
that.
universe.
I've heard that they brought them
Yes.
in to take the titles away from Liv and Raquel. I mean, so
I hope so.
yeah.
So somebody else can take them.
Is it me or does Raquel seem like she's like the Andre the Giant of the women's division?
Yeah,
Like,
Next
she
to
has that,
Nia Jax. Yeah, next to
Like,
Nia Jax, she is.
I mean, you see her standing next to all the other women, you're like, damn, she's tall.
She's a big girl. She's a big girl.
She
Like,
kinda
she's
has,
taller than the men.
She kind of has the China vibe to her a little bit.
Yes, she does.
A little bit.
she does.
And just as you see week after week, have her. They show that with Judgment Day, and she's standing in the back, and she's looking on top of everybody else's head.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
taller
like,
than them.
is she really that tall?
Yeah, she's good with
You
Rhea.
know me too
Yeah,
well.
she is. She's good with Rhea. Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's just I've really noticed that, especially lately. I don't know if she's wearing elevated heel or extra heels or
She's tall.
soles. She's just tall.
I heard
She-
that too, Chris. By the way, I did hear that.
She's very active on TikTok too.
Is she?
Yep.
Her and Tyler Dove need to get together.
Oh my!
Oh yeah,
Must do.
Get together with Taylor.
must. I'm thinking must.
Must. Yeah. Yeah. We don't really have, since the Iconics left, they really hadn't a true female tag team either.
But I just saw the
And they
Iconics
just
back on
returned.
TNA.
Yes, they
Yep,
did.
they
Yeah,
just
they did.
returned.
TNA, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, TNA,
Yep.
and since they can mingle into WWE and who knows what.
Yeah. I'm glad to see. I actually like them. I'm a Peyton Royce fan.
Mhm.
I like what's the other girl's name? I like her. She's pretty hot.
I forgot her name. Peyton Royce is my guy.
She's gorgeous.
He has. He worked for Peanuts.
No,
But I'm bummed.
Yeah. So that brings it into our time on the show tonight. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight, giving up your 2 hours of your Thursday nights with us. I want to thank Max Mughalz for joining us tonight. I want to have him back.
Thank you, Max.
Yeah, thanks, Max.
I want to thank Ben, Andy, and Richard again for standing by my side tonight, as I usually do. We're probably going to have a show next week. I won't be here. I might pop in, but I think Richard would like to do a show. If so, we'll work something out.
We'll mull it over for the next couple of days, and if the guys feel up to it, if Mandy feels up to it, if Ben can't make it, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mendoza. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, guys.
Let me
So-
see how my treatment schedule is going to be because I think I have to go in.
So keep an eye on the Why the World Belts Facebook page for updates on the show for next week. So I'm going to be on vacation with my family out of state. We're leaving our guard dogs and a house sitter here. So
He's flying to space. He's going on a SpaceX flight, you guys.
there you
He's
go.
flying to Uranus.
He's sleeping.
You asshole.
Exactly.
Anyway, y'all have a good week, and we will see you next time. Have a good night, everybody.